Challenger's Path. As you can see, it lasts 7 days. And every day, there are these quests. And then there are also these adventure quests that you only do once. Joint operation, because it only comes up once. Then you have a week to buy 5 packs. That would count. And also, excuse me, a week to heal 100,000 units. Up to. That one takes forever. I don't think I've ever gotten that in any of my castles. The second one. Though, since now I participate in Dragonia, maybe I will this time. We'll just have to see. I still got several, like 50,000 to heal in my infirmaries, if I choose to. Daily quests, Alliance donations, donating to Alliance Tech. That's usually fairly easy to do. Alliance help, that depends on how busy your alliance is. If you're not, honestly, if you aren't doing 40 helps within 2 hours of the day, you're in the wrong alliance. Your alliance is not active enough, and you should consider moving somewhere else. If you're in K179, come to us. We've got space. Alliance transport. Something I want to say about this one is that you do not have to transport a lot of resources. Just send one. Though it is kind of polite to let people know that you're just sending one, because otherwise you come off as kind of a my brain just blanked on the word. Miser, cheapskate, whatever. That's where having multiple castles come in handy. In my older kingdom, I just transport between my castles. Gathering resources can be a little tough. This is one of the very, very few times where it matters what you gather, because it is each individual item. It's not points for different types. So if you gather food or wood, that'll get you to the total faster than if you don't. Iron and gold obviously don't give as much per spot, so they take longer to fill these. On the other hand, let's see, I am constantly gathering. Even when I've got other things to do, I tend to set an alarm reminding myself to log back in real quick to resend gather troops. So I've already got close to 600,000 gathered. Let's see how much I have in the Alliance resource spot. This is one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why you really should have people in the Alliance resource spot. Unfortunately, it's gold right now, so I'm not getting a whole lot. That's only going to increase my total by 182,000 if I leave it till it's done. I'm not, because I don't think it's going to finish. Yeah, 12 hours. It would finish before the reset, but I'm going to pull it when we do Monster Hunt in 6.5 hours, 7.5 hours. But, still, that's going to be almost half of what I still need. And then, as you can see, I've got gather troops out at iron mines, which are, 80,000 each? I do have one at gold mine. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Yeah, started off at 80,000, so I'm going to get there no problem. Okay, let's look at other stuff. Okay, consuming stamina, that can be a bit tricky, particularly since I've mentioned in other videos, I only use horns during Hunter Tactic. It is so difficult to get all the reward levels in Hunter Tactic that I save all my horns for that. So this one can be tricky if you don't have a lot of research for stamina replenishment done. AP also can be a bit difficult depending on timing. Though I don't, I don't stress as much about saving brave hearts, particularly since you can buy more if you have the diamonds. Unit training. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Total might gained via training units reaches 100,000. Let me do some math real quick. So, 100,000 might. If you have at least T6s, that's 1,250 of each type. So if you can train at least 1,250 T6s or higher in a day, then you got this. It's easy. As you can see, I've got mine no problem because I've got T9s, T8s, somewhere around there. Oh, I forgot to collect the AP stuff. I didn't collect any of the rewards. So anyway, speed up items, you need to use 10 build speed ups, 10 speed ups on building, 10 speed ups on research to collect those. Pit gathering, just make sure you have troops in the pit. I don't think I've done a video on the pit yet specifically, so just real quick bits of advice. You don't have to go to the highest level you can. The very first level of the pit, you cannot be attacked, though it's also where you get the least amount of resources per hour. And generally try and recall every couple of hours and resend. At the very least, do it before you reach 75%, because the more you have gathered, the more appealing you are to the people who like to raid and plunder. And then alliance chests. If you're not in an alliance that does a lot of spending, this one can be problematic. I try and remember to essentially wait to gather chests. You only have 24 hours to gather to collect a chest. So what I generally do is I'll keep an eye on that, and then just after reset, I will look at any chests available, and pretty much, just after reset, I'll collect all the chests that are there, because they're not going to still be there after the next reset. And then any chests that are purchased during that day, I won't collect unless doing so will get me to one of these levels. So, you can see right now I've got one chest. I won't collect any more unless there are 9. If 9 chests show up, then I'll collect them. Otherwise, I will wait until after reset to collect any that show up. That's when I very rarely get. Luckily, nicely, however, you don't have to get all of these done every day to get all the rewards. So, you get quest points as you do. They fill up this, and then as they reach certain points, it opens, you have access to these. Now that's interesting. Something seems to be wrong with that. So I'm going to take a picture of that. Does it say anything? No. I'm going to take a picture of that and submit it to the Discord bug thing, if nobody has yet. So these are the rewards. I think I usually do reach level 25. Without, having to get everything. But, obviously the better you do, the faster you'll get there. So now one thing to note is that you don't have to collect these as soon as they pop up. So since the event lasts 7 days, that means that there are opportunities to wait for the proper other events. For example, these are sour gems. Currently, we're doing the sour gem day for Get Week. So I will go ahead and collect those. But the gem day for Get Week is tomorrow, I believe. It must be, because we did gear yesterday. So I'll also collect gear. So I'm not going to collect that yet. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I do need to figure out what that reward is, so I know when to collect it. But anyway, and so among other things, among other rewards, there's also the Challenger chest, but you need the keys to those. And this is another way they try to get us to, entice us to spend money. At the end of the week, you will have far more chests than you got keys for, because they want you to buy the keys in the mall. So I'm going to open that one. Again, you don't have to open them until days, but since they've got a mix of stuff, I just go ahead and do it. Now, as you can see, I'm only collecting these rewards in this first one. In order to collect the rewards from here or here, you need to promote the medal, which takes money. As you can see, it's $4.99 US to promote to this level, and then I can't remember if it's 10 or 20. I think it's 20 to reach this one. So it'd be almost $25 US to unlock them both. And I can't afford to spend money on this game. I've already done too much. So I probably will not be doing those, which sucks because, as usual, there's some, it gets very helpful. Lots more rewards. So anyway, that is Challenger's Path. Good luck with it.